Good, Jenny. How you feeling?
Good.
We're about to walk into some freedom here, huh? What do you think about that? Yeah? We're gonna walk in some freedom. Gonna make it happen. Trump. America. America. We got people staring. We've got this though. It's crunch time. We're down to the last 30 days. We're down to the last 30 days. And people are really getting hostile. That's why these guys come out to support, because we need it. Pick up, Johnny. We need the support. So people don't feel afraid to stand up like we are. Like we are. Who can deny these policies? Who wants to continue the wreckage that we've had? Makes no sense.
What's up?
How we doing?
Here we go, brother.
That's right. Represent. You know? The competency of people that will deny the truth and want to continue such destruction that's been going on for the last 3.5 years. Biden has already confirmed that Kamala was with him in all the decisions that he's made. Your gas prices are higher because you chose Kamala Harris. The border is unbelievable. We are losing people every day to fentanyl because you chose Kamala Harris. Our inflation is beyond the likes anybody has ever seen because you chose Kamala Harris. Men are invading women's locker rooms and destroying their scholarships because you voted for Kamala Harris. Our faith is under attack and our speech is coming to a point where we will be criminalized for simply speaking the word of God because you voted for Kamala Harris. And the nerve and the audacity that one must have to see all the evidence in front of us. Never have we seen this before, of such chaos and destruction. And America has an opportunity to put a stand and say, stop. We love our police. We love our military and we love our people. And those who are suffering in North Carolina due to the destruction of Hurricane Helen, they got $750 each, but yet the illegals get $6,500 each. And FEMA says we're out of funds. And then you have the Department of Homeland Security that's commenting they don't have enough funds to take care of its own people. But yet we take care of the illegals, and we have veterans that don't have a place to sleep. But yet in New York City alone, there's 150 hotels that are at capacity with illegals living plush lives while the veterans are on the sidewalk. Because you voted for Kamala Harris. There has been an attempt on Trump's life twice now. What is he gaining out of this? Anybody else would be hiding and running and hiding. But yet Trump stood up as he had blood dripping down his face and said, fight, fight, fight. Everybody else would be running. What does Trump have to gain for running for president? His brand has been destroyed. His family has been compromised. What gain does Trump have becoming president again? Isn't it enough that his life has already been taken twice? Isn't it enough that he's been criminalized for things that nobody ever has before? Isn't it enough that our own faith is being violated and tested? Is it not enough that people in this country say that it's a woman's right to kill an innocent child? Isn't it enough that people call me evil, but yet they are willing to murder a child inside the person's body and call it a fetus? Isn't it enough they don't know that word comes from the Latin, which means offspring, which means life? Isn't it enough that we have a pillage going on in Israel and we have people in our streets marching with Hamas flags And those people are homosexuals. Don't they know Hamas would murder them if they were in their own country? Unbelievable. Isn't it enough that you have to get your information from the news when all you got to do is spend 5 extra minutes on Google and research that men in our military have died under Biden? But yet he lies to you. Kamala lies to you. Waltz lies to you. His own state burned to the ground. Why Kamala said, abolish ICE, abolish the police. Isn't it enough? When is it going to be too much to handle? And you would think with gas prices the way they are in my business, I work for a financial institution. I talk to people all day long, no matter what their income is. And guess what they all say? The inflation is too much. The inflation is too much. Mortgage rates are over 300% higher now than it was under Trump. Trying to get a 1-bedroom apartment just as a bachelor is now next to impossible. When I grew up, every family could afford a house. It doesn't matter what you came from, where you lived, you can afford a house. Now try and get a house here in Huntington Beach. Try. You got to make $500,000 a year. That is the truth. When is it enough that people treat you differently simply because you believe in a patriotic president? We don't do that to the opposition. When it is enough that you repeat the lie over and over again, and when you do it, it becomes your own truth. They call Trump a Nazi. The strategy the Democrats are doing is exactly what Hitler did on the people. When is it enough that these men over here that fight for our country are considered to be bad people for simply upholding the law? And it just so happens they find a video of a black person resisting arrest and they turn it into a media scum, and you all, oppositions, sympathize with the criminal and not the police officer. Derek Chauvin is sitting in a prison cell right now because of the opposition. George Floyd died of a fentanyl overdose. He had 13 nanograms per milliliter of fentanyl in his body when he died. That's enough to kill 3 grown men. The first autopsy report verified the nanograms of fentanyl in his body, but the second one didn't. It would just take a little bit for you to go online and research how much oxygen was in George Floyd's blood when he died. It was 98%. That means he didn't die of asphyxiation. He died of fentanyl because he had 13 nanograms per milliliter of fentanyl in his body, which is enough to kill me, you, and you. But yet, no, everybody wants to believe what the media says. You can't even do your own research. Thinking about the platform alone, what does America want? Do you want more money in your paycheck? Do you want no wars? Do you want stabilization in the Middle East? Trump put in the Abraham Accords, which was one of the biggest resolutions in Middle East history since I've been alive. We have Israel that has a right to defend itself, and instead, we send over $100 billion to crooked Ukraine to fight a war that we have no business in. What about us? Where is our help in time of need? We know what's going on with her. We know what's going on in North Carolina. We know what's going on with North Carolina.
No business in Israel either.
This guy's talking.
Israel is our allies, and we fight terrorism.
That is bullshit. What Trump and all you people are doing to the Palestinians is nothing more than a fucking genocide.
What was October 7th?
Along with the Russians.
Calm down. What was October 7th?
We have people in North Carolina.
Answer the question.
We're sending money to those 2 wars.
What was October 7th?
Go Google it.
What happened?
Benjamin Netanyahu.
I don't care about that. Answer my
Netanyahu.
question and we can talk. What happened October 7th? Don't Google it, because if you don't know, you should know already. What happened on October 7th? Do you not know?
Yom Kippur went bad.
Let me educate.
Yom Kippur went
It
bad.
was genocide.
Yom Kippur went bad.
It was genocide.
Who financed?
Innocent babies
Who
were
financed?
murdered.
Google.
They were beheaded.
Who's been
Google.
sued more times
This
than
is your
anybody else in the
argument.
world?
Google.
Trump.
That's what you do. Google. All I know is we've got hellfire going on in our world,
Who's been
and the
sued
fact
more than
is
anybody
Trump's
else in
not
the
president.
world?
Why does that matter? Why does that matter if he's
He
been
puts
sued?
people out of
They are
business. He
weaponizing
doesn't
the
care
deep
about
state.
anybody himself.
Really? He doesn't care about himself? He worked for free. He lost more money in his presidency than all presidents prior to him than their lifetime income combined.
would've
He
divested,
was shot
he
in
would've
the
made
face.
it.
He was shot in the face for
I'm a
fighting for
citizen.
freedom.
I'm an American.
No, you're not.
And your
I'm an
argument,
American.
and your
Fight 'em all.
argument is he's been sued so many times. You haven't heard one cuss word from my mouth.
I haven't. I'm
You
just
haven't heard
saying.
one.
This is part of property right here.
This guy came up to me. I'm a part of the revolution.
That's fine. You're gonna have to take it out.
Okay. You got it.
Appreciate you.
Well, we appreciate your politeness. All I'm doing is educating America because something happened.
You're right.
Somewhere they fell a lot further from the tree than they need to. And this guy doesn't even know about October 7th. October 7th. I don't care. That's called Medal of
He
Merit.
sold us Operation
That is called Medal of Merit.
guys
You know somebody's ignorant when you have to medal your merit to make a point. That's when you know someone's ignorant. I have to tell you how good I am to make my idiotic point make sense. That's called Medal of Merit in a philosophical standpoint. You don't know what you're talking about. October 7th, look it up, genocide. I hope Israel decimates every single person that had anything to do with October 7th. I won't shed a tear. It's the Palestinians who are putting tunnels in kids' bedrooms. They are cowards. They are cowards. They are cowards. I'm not a coward. I actually know facts, and I don't have to meddle my merit to make my idiotic point come true. It's not La La Land. This is America. This is the land that Christ built.
Hey, do your homework, man.
54 of the 56 signers of our Declaration of Independence were evangelicals. A third of them held seminary degrees. America was built on Christianity. And it was Jesus who threw men out of the temple for making a mockery out of God. And it's me who's throwing out your idiotic statements out of this freaking town of Huntington Beach. Craziness. Craziness, we tell you. But look what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a divided country. Why? This guy right here couldn't even tell me the truth.
Thank you for not getting this guy. This guy's such an asshole. And
Yeah.
I just thought, you you were really restrained. I mean,
Yeah, no,
I like to
it's-
punch the guy in the
it's
face.
logic.
I
It's
know.
logic,
Of course it
though.
is. It's really simple.
It's
I
logic.
told him just don't take my word for it. Do your damn homework.
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
It's there.
Yeah.
The information is there. you
Sure
know,
is.
so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this your boy
This
right
is my son, yeah.
All right, hey.
Raising him up right.
Oh, yeah, boy.
My son knows more Bible scriptures than most people that claim to be Christian. Oh, it does, because I feed him with truth instead of lies. My son doesn't have a TikTok account. He's very happy. Are you a psychic? Are you God?
I am very happy.
You're a psychic now. You're taking it to the child. How disrespectful are you? You can't win the argument with the logical man, so you attack the child. My child would school you in an academics test. My child would school you in a common sense curriculum. You know why? Because you had to attack the child instead of having a conversation with me. Makes sense, because your party are the one that abuses children. You're the party of the people that murder babies in the womb. I can tell you what Jeremiah 1:5 says. Jeremiah 1:5 says God knew you before the ultrasound picture. And your mommy was pro-life, by the way. You should embrace it.
Right, bro. Absolutely, you're right.
Should embrace it.
The only prophecy is Scoper right there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Prophecy.
But don't worry. In all honesty, I know you don't have anything to do with abortion. I know you don't. I know you don't.
God is
It's
giving-
okay.
God is giving them a debased mind.
Who? Melania, she's been on some interviews. She's done more interviews than Kamala Harris has.
God is giving them a debased mind.
Folks,
Romans 1.
pardon me. You guys are holding your flags and everything. You need to be on the other side of the ballards for the permit for the event. You guys can yell at them all you want from the sidewalk, no problem.
But what if I
Trust
don't
me,
have
we're
a
with
flag
you,
in
brother.
my
Don't
hand?
worry.
If I don't have a flag in my hand.
But
Where-
get what I'm
I'm
saying.
not a violent
right?
person,
Can I
but
stay over
Hey,
here?
you got to be over here on the other side of the ballard. You're going to engage them like that on the other side of the ballard where you have to be.
I got you.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. Yeah. I was just trying to learn the rules. I just stepped on the scene. So now I know I got to be behind here. Yeah.
Thanks for your compliance.
For sure, of course.
We're trying to do this thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. It's all about compliance.
Got it.
It's all about compliance.
Got it. Thank you.
We just sometimes need to know what the rules are. Now I know it's here in this line. So that's all. I'm good now. And I haven't used one profane word either, sir. Not one. Yep.
A Trumper just gave me a free handle card.
Wow, amazing. Anyways, if we all did this, imagine how different this country would be. We've got 30 days left to vote, and you got to decide, what do you want, more money in your paycheck or less money in your paycheck? Make it very, very simple. We got 30 days left to vote. Would you rather have no wars in the Middle East and Europe, or would you like wars in the Middle East and Europe? We've got 30 days to vote. Do you want free speech being illegal? Illegal? Do you want your guns taken away? It's called the buyback program. Kamala Harris has doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down that it will be enforced, that you got to give up your guns. What is an assault weapon? What's an assault weapon?
Kamala Harris.
Does anyone know?
Joe Biden. Trump.
How to figure that one out. What is an assault weapon? What is it? She's gonna ban your guns. More deaths happen by handguns than AR-15s or rifles. So if she takes your AR-15, what's next? We already saw what happened when Barack Obama made same-sex marriage legal and mandated us to all comply. I said, give him an inch, they take a mile. Now look, they want to chop off his penis. They want to chop off his penis. I told you. And now you guys have an opportunity to prevent it from happening. And all you got to do is not vote for the black woman, or the Indian woman. Oh, I don't know anymore. She don't even know her own ethnicity. Her dad is from Jamaica. His family owned slaves. Kamala Harris has 0 black ancestors. 0. But yet she plays the race card with you. You know why? Not to be offensive, but they think you're all stupid. That's what they think, that you're so stupid you're gonna vote for someone who can change her race any given day. She thinks you're so stupid that you can't look at your paycheck and realize inflation is up, gas prices is up, something ain't right. They think you're so stupid that you need to just hate me because I stand for America and I stand for children. And that's a problem. That's a problem. He's a crook. What are you? What are you? What are you? What have you given up for our country? Walk away. It's what I thought. You probably don't even have a job. And that's what we have here. The opposition have nothing to say. All you say is what the media tells you to say. That's all you do. He's a crook. He's been indicted. Well, what about Hunter Biden? What about him? What about Kamala Harris illegally imprisoning people to be sent to death just to escape the evidence that was found out later, and that man was released? A black man, by the way.
Where's Willie Brown?
Yeah, where's Willie Brown at? You're all so stupid, you want to vote for the person that had to sleep her way through politics. Yes. Let's not forget about Montel Williams either. Montel Williams. I don't know about you, but I'd rather vote for someone who could admit their faults, admit their mistakes, and know what race they are. But at the end of the day, we all bleed. We all bleed the same color. And this will come to an end soon. In 30 days, we will see a rise up in this nation with the hand of God uplifting you. And those who wish to deny, you have an opportunity to understand right now, salvation is for eternity. Jesus said, for anyone who wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Luke 9:23. Corinthians 5:17 says, whoever is in Christ, he is a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. We are saved by grace through faith, not as a result of work. This is a free gift of God, lest any man should boast. Ephesians 2:8-9. We are living in prophecy. of Isaiah 5:20 that says there will be a day where people will exchange bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, that people will call evil good and good evil. And that's where we're at. Murdering the innocent unborn in a woman's body is considered a right in America. Unbelievable. Our laws, called the Victims and Violence Act of 2004, states that if you kill somebody, a woman, and only a woman can get pregnant, at any stage of their pregnancy, it's a double homicide. In section 1111 and 1112 and 1113, you're not killing a thing, you're killing a living human being. That is in our fixed laws right now, but yet the people are so stupid, they call it a woman's right to murder an innocent child and their own body. A right. A right. What about the right to live? What about the right to live? You all have a choice. When you stand before God, He will ask you, why were you fooled? Why were you fooled by the loud enemy? Not the secret enemy, not the sneaky enemy, the loud enemy who blatantly told you, murder your child. This is not a sleeping giant. This is awake. She's telling you, you don't matter. She's telling you, the illegals matter more. She's telling you, Ukraine matters more. She's telling you that terrorism should reign. And don't you dare touch their nuclear facilities. Don't you dare, said Biden and Harris. If Trump was in office, he would say annihilate their nuclear facilities, because not only are they trying to come against Israel, they've been trying to come against America. Wake up. Wake up, America.